What's up, planner babes? It's your girl Cam, and I am back with another video. Today I'm coming at you with my scripture writing journal, and I'm going to be setting up my pages for Easter Sunday. Okay, so if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, welcome. I do hope you find some inspiration here and that you will consider hitting that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the fun right here on this channel. And if you're already a part of the fam, welcome back. So I'm going to be using some printable pieces from Print Pray Slay that I have already cut out. I've got some pretty spring flowers, and I've got some girls with the flowers and some of the script that says, this one says raised, Luke 24, 1 through 8. This is one of the dolls that comes with that printable kit. I've got a piece that says Easter is a blessed time. Rejoice and be thankful for the gift of life, love, and joy. And then I've got some flowers, and He is the resurrection and the life, John 11, 25 and 26. So I've already gone through this entire kit, and I've already used a good little bit of it in another planner. I think I use a lot of it in my Hobonichi cousin to do a monthly spread and a weekly spread. So here's what I have left that I'm going to be using today. And if you want to see how my faith journaling comes together right here in my scripture writing planner, just stick around. Okay, so I am going to be setting up my pages for Easter Sunday. And before I do that, I did want to show you that I went through and added the monthly headers for each month in this planner. These pages were just blank before, and so I went through and just added a title for each month in here, and I like how it turned out. There's January, this is February, and let's see, here is March, and here's April, and I just used some extra large stickers and some flowers, and I love how this came out. I love how this came together. Here is May, and there's June, and I just used some Happy Planner floral stickers to put this together. Here is July. Oh, this is my favorite, and that's my birthday month too, so that worked out perfect. There's July. Here is August. That's pretty too. I like that one a lot. And here is September, and here's October, and here is November. Pretty. The only one I did not do was December because I kind of want to put some Christmas trees and stuff on it, and I'm totally out of Christmas trees. All of my Christmas Happy Planner sticker book, I used them all up in my December daily planner, so I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that later. Okay, so here we are today. I've done my scriptures for this week. I need to write my gratitude and my prayer for this week, but what I wanted to do was go ahead and set up my pages for the Sunday sermon, and I also want to write down what the resurrection means to me. So let me just go ahead and start putting these down, and then I will tell you why I'm doing that. So I feel like even though these planner pages are pretty, I feel like first of all, this whole COVID-19 has made me think a little bit more about my own mortality, and I know that's probably true for a lot of people. And so while I'm making these books real pretty and they're fun and all of that, I want to make sure that while I'm doing this, I'm leaving something that, you know, my children and future grandchildren will be able to look back on and say, okay, this is what she believed. This is what her faith meant to her. And although I'm telling my children that now, I want to leave something with them that they can hold on to, almost like my own personal testimony. And so with this scripture writing journal, that's kind of what I want to add in here. Elements of my faith that to me will have a lasting impact on whoever happens to read it. Okay, so in the front of this Sunday sermon notes section, I want to put on here what the resurrection of Christ means to me. So that's what I'm going to write in this section. And I'm going to make it all pretty and stuff, but I want to make sure that it's something meaningful. So I'm putting this together using some leftovers from the Easter Sunday kit. I have really enjoyed using this. I've used it several times across several different planners. Let me make sure that's straight. Yeah, that's pretty good. I've used it across several different planners, and I really love the colors. It's just so bright and, you know, springtime. And when I was looking at this doll and how beautifully she is dressed, it reminded me of this church I used to go to. And you know, in the African American church, and I don't know about other churches, but in the African American church, dressing up for Sunday, for Easter Sunday, has been a big deal. It's like for a long time that was a very big deal. You put on your Easter Sunday best, you know, your hat, your pink, your pastels. And so maybe about 10 years ago, my husband and I were going to this church, and on Easter Sunday, I did what I always do. You know, I went all out, got myself a new outfit, and got the kids new outfits, and I think I may have even had a hat on. I think I may have even rocked a hat that year, y'all. And then when we got to church, the pastor heavily preached against doing that, like dressing all up for Easter and going out buying new clothes for Easter and all of that. And I felt so embarrassed because that's what I had always been raised to do. So that's what I did. And you know, he and his wife were just dressed regular, you know, regular, nothing new, nothing pastel, nothing, you know. So I guess they got the memo at their house. But I was dressed in my Easter Sunday best. And I can understand what he was saying was, make sure that Christ comes before the clothes. I get that part. I get that. Putting Christ before buying a new outfit or buying new clothes, you know, that's the reason for the season, is Jesus Christ and what he did for us on the cross, not buying a new dress or a new hat. But I felt like, I just felt some type of way because it's the African American church tradition to do that. And I felt like maybe he should have warned us. If he was going to preach against it, he should have told, especially the leaders in the church, you know, we're not doing that this year. We're not dressing up. We're gonna do it low key. Matter of fact, come in some jeans, because it's not about that. It's about Christ. So anyway, I felt kind of embarrassed because he was preaching against dressing up and all that stuff. But at any rate, we don't go to that church anymore. And it wasn't because of that. We just don't go there anymore. And I have gone to, my husband and I have gone to a church that's very casual and very, you know, not dress up at all, because they want people to feel comfortable coming into the church, no matter how you look, no matter where you've come from. They want you to feel welcomed and feel not like you're being judged, you know. So it's been a very casual church. So I get it that God is not focused on what we have on. He's not focused on the exterior. He's focused on the heart. That really is what's most important. Okay, so I've got my pages set up. I'm going to write down what the resurrection of Christ means to me here on this page, and then I will probably start taking my sermon notes here on this page and write down the scripture reference and all of that here, and then continue taking my notes, and hopefully 2.5 pages will be enough. But if not, I can always add in a half sheet, or I can add another page in here. it's all good. So I'm just going to draw some little boxes around here. So I think that'll kind of make it look a little bit more put together. And then we're going to call it done, y'all. This video is going to be really short and sweet and to the point. Okay, I think that's going to do it for me for my setup for my sermon notes and for my journaling. And again, I'm going to write down what the resurrection of Christ means to me. And I have this little sticker here that says raised, Luke 24:1-8. And then I've got one of the planner dolls here on the side. I've got room to start writing my sermon notes here. I've done the little double line around each page just to kind of make it look a little bit more cohesive and put together. And then here are the rest of my spaces for sermon notes. And I can still use my my strategies for taking creative sermon notes by adding boxes and banners and adding color, and I've already added some stickers in here. So I hope that you enjoyed this little setup. It was nice and sweet and short and to the point, and I hope that you are getting your scripture writing journal all ready for your Sunday sermon note, so that maybe you'll come back and do it after the sermon is over. And I hope that you get to join your church family online tomorrow for Easter Sunday service. I know it's hard for us not to be together on Easter Sunday, but I hope that your church is having a Facebook Live or a YouTube Live where you can join those that you love and fellowship with in the faith on tomorrow on Resurrection Sunday. So I thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you are not already a part of the Piece of the Plans fam, I hope you'll take a moment and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the fun right here on this channel. If you are already a part of the fam, thank you so much for coming back. I hope that you have a great Resurrection Sunday. I hope it's full of love, joy, and most of all, peace. I'll see you next time.